Close your eyes and let the gentle whispers of ancient Athens guide you into a deep, restful sleep with the sleepless historian. Tonight, we embark on a 3-hour journey through the heart of Athenian democracy, where the drama of justice and philosophy unfolds, their stories a soothing lullaby to carry you into dreams. In this episode, we'll step into the sandals of an Athenian juror, starting with the city Dionysia of 458 BCE, where Aeschylus's Oresteia trilogy captivates the crowd with tales of vengeance and justice, reflecting the city's evolving democracy. Then we'll stand in the Agora in 399 BCE, as Socrates faces trial for his life, his words challenging the very foundations of Athens, a moment that will echo through history. Perfect for sleep, relaxation, or history enthusiasts, this calming narration will weave tales of theater, trials, and timeless questions, lulling you into a world of ancient wisdom. Dim the lights, get cozy, and let the heartbeat of history guide you into slumber. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share where you're retuning in from in the comments below. I'd love to hear what time it is for you. Picture the bustling streets of Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of olive oil and freshly baked bread, the gentle hum of the city stirring awake a soothing rhythm under the pale dawn sky. It's mid-March, and the city Dionysia, Athens' greatest festival, is about to begin. The scent of excitement, a quiet buzz as citizens prepare to honor Dionysus, the god of wine, theater, and revelry. The air thick with the scent of anticipation as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their celebration. A potter named Ariston, a citizen who will serve as a juror later in the year, walks through the Agora, the scent of clay still on his hands from his workshop, his voice a soft greeting to a neighbor. The air thick with the scent of community as he heads to the festival. The city, a silent witness to his journey. Athens in 458 BCE is a city of 30,000 citizens. Its democracy, a radical experiment just 50 years old. The scent of freedom, a quiet pride, as every male citizen over 30 has a vote in the assembly. The air thick with the scent of equality as they govern themselves. The Acropolis, a silent witness to their system. The city Dionysia, held annually in the month of Elaphebolion, is a 5-day festival that combines religious devotion with civic pride. The scent of wine and myrrh, a sacred offering as the city celebrates. The air thick with the scent of unity as Athenians gather. The streets a silent witness to their joy. The festival marks the end of winter. The scent of spring a quiet renewal as the sea becomes navigable again. The air thick with the scent of hope as ships bring visitors from across the Greek world. The Piraeus a silent witness to their arrival. Ariston pauses at a baker's stall in the Agora, the scent of barley bread and honey a warm temptation as he buys a loaf for the day. His voice a soft barter with the baker. The air thick with the scent of commerce as the market buzzes the stalls, a silent witness to their exchange. A priestess of Dionysus, dressed in a purple robe, leads a procession through the streets, the scent of ivy and wine a sacred aura, as she carries a statue of the god. Her voice a soft chant of praise. The air thick with the scent of devotion as citizens follow the Agora, a silent witness to their ritual. A young boy named Nicias, Ariston's nephew, runs ahead, the scent of dust and excitement. A quiet thrill, his voice a soft shout of joy as he spots the theater. The air thick with the scent of innocence as he dreams of the plays, the streets a silent witness to his wonder. The theater of Dionysus, carved into the southern slope of the Acropolis, is the heart of the festival, its stone benches filling with 14,000 spectators. The scent of stone and anticipation. A quiet hum as they await the plays, the air thick with the scent of expectation. As the sun rises, the theater a silent witness to their gathering. Aeschylus, the playwright who will present his Oresteia trilogy today, is a veteran of marathon. The scent of memory a quiet wait as he prepares backstage. His voice a soft instruction to the actors. The air thick with the scent of creativity as they rehearse. The stage a silent witness to their work. The festival is also a competition. The scent of rivalry, a quiet undercurrent as three playwrights present their works. The air thick with the scent of honor as the winner will be chosen by judges. The theater a silent witness to their contest. A farmer named Theron, visiting from the countryside, sits beside Ariston in the theater. The scent of earth and wool a reminder of his fields. His voice a soft comment on the crowd. The air thick with the scent of camaraderie as they share bread. The benches a silent witness to their friendship. A foreign merchant from Miletus here to trade pottery marvels at the theater's size. The scent of olive oil and awe, a quiet contrast. His voice a soft praise of Athens' culture. The air thick with the scent of admiration. As he watches the city, a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Kylon, serving wine to the audience, moves quietly through the crowd. The scent of grapes and sweat a heavy burden. His voice a soft murmur of duty. The air thick with the scent of labor as he works. The theater a silent witness to his effort. Imagine yourself walking through Athens at dawn on this festival day. Would you feel the quiet excitement of the Dionysia, or the gentle pride of a city united in celebration? The streets of Athens come alive with the promise of theater and justice. But as the festival begins, the scent of history whispers of a day that will shape the city's soul. Feel the rhythm of drums in Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of wine and ivy. The chant of a procession, a joyous melody, as the city Dionysia officially begins their voices a soft harmony under the mid-morning sun. It's the first day of the festival, and a grand procession winds through the streets, honoring Dionysus with offerings and song. The scent of myrrh and celebration, a sacred dance as Athenians pour into the city. The air thick with the scent of revelry, as the Acropolis watches from above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their devotion. A potter named Ariston, walking with his nephew Nicias, joins the crowd. The scent of clay and anticipation a quiet thrill. His voice a soft explanation of the ritual. The air thick with the scent of tradition as they follow the parade. The streets a silent witness to their joy. The procession begins at the Dippolon Gate, the scent of stone and dust a quiet start as priests lead the way. Carrying a wooden statue of Dionysus adorned with ivy, the air thick with the scent of sanctity. As they chant hymns, the gates a silent witness to their march. Young men chosen as chorgoi to fund the festival lead sacrificial bulls to the altar. The scent of leather and blood a sacred offering. Their voices a soft prayer to the god. The air thick with the scent of piety. As they honor Dionysus, the streets a silent witness to their duty. Boys dressed as satyrs, followers of Dionysus, dance through the crowd. The scent of wine and laughter a quiet mischief. Their voices a soft giggle as they play flutes. The air thick with the scent of merriment as spectators cheer. The procession a silent witness to their fun. Ariston holds Nicias' hand as they walk, the scent of dust and wine a festive mix, his voice a soft story of Dionysus' birth from Zeus's thigh. The air thick with the scent of myth as the boy listens wide-eyed, the streets a silent witness to their bond. A priestess of Dionysus, leading the chant, swings a censer of burning myrrh. The scent of smoke and resin a sacred veil. Her voice a soft invocation of the god's blessings. The air thick with the scent of devotion as the crowd echoes her words. The procession, a silent witness to their faith. A farmer named Theron, walking beside Ariston, carries a basket of figs as an offering. The scent of fruit and earth a humble gift. His voice a soft song of the harvest. The air thick with the scent of gratitude as he joins the parade. The city a silent witness to his contribution. The procession reaches the theater of Dionysus, where the statue is placed on an altar. The scent of stone and ivy, a quiet reverence as the crowd gathers, the air thick with the scent of unity. As they prepare for the plays, the theater a silent witness to their ritual. Orphans of war, dressed in new robes paid for by the state, march in the parade, the scent of wool, and pride a quiet honor. Their voices a soft murmur of thanks. The air thick with the scent of civic duty, as Athens remembers its fallen. The altar a silent witness to their memory. A foreign merchant from Miletus, watching from the sidelines, marvels at the spectacle. The scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast. His voice a soft comment to his companion. The air thick with the scent of admiration as he sees Athens' devotion, the theater a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Chylon, carrying amphorae of wine for the festival, follows the procession, the scent of grapes and sweat a heavy burden, his voice a soft sigh of exhaustion, the air thick with the scent of labor as he serves the crowd, the streets a silent witness to his toil. A young girl named Chloe, daughter of a baker, dances with the satyrs the scent of flower and joy, a quiet delight, her voice a soft laugh as she twirls the air thick with the scent of innocence. As she celebrates the procession, a silent witness to her happiness. A musician named Demetrios, playing a double flute, adds to the festive air the scent of wood and music, a quiet melody. His voice a soft hum between notes, the air thick with the scent of art as he entertains the city, a silent witness to his talent. Imagine yourself joining the procession in Athens. Would you feel the quiet joy of the festival, or the gentle weight of its sacred traditions? The procession of Dionysus sets the stage for a day of theater and reflection, but as the crowd gathers, the scent of history whispers of the drama to come. Breathe in the warm air of the theater of Dionysus in 458 BCE, where the scent of stone and pine fills the space. The murmur of 14,000 spectators, a gentle hum as they settle onto the stone benches, their voices a soft chatter under the late morning sun. It's the second day of the city Dionysia, and the crowd awaits the performance of Aeschylus's Oresteia trilogy, the scent of anticipation, a quiet buzz as Athenians gather to witness the drama, the air thick with the scent of excitement as the Acropolis looms overhead, the Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their gathering. A potter named Ariston, seated with his nephew Nicias, adjusts his cloak, the scent of clay and wool a quiet comfort, his voice a soft explanation of the play, the air thick with the scent of curiosity as they wait, the theater a silent witness to their bond. The theater of Dionysus, carved into the hillside, is a marvel of Athenian engineering, its semicircular rows of stone benches offering a view of the stage below, the scent of dust and sunlight a quiet warmth as the crowd fills every seat, the air thick with the scent of community as citizens from all walks of life come together, the stage a silent witness to their unity. The scene, a wooden backdrop behind the stage, is painted with scenes of Mycenae, the scent of paint and wood, a quiet artistry. The air thick with the scent of preparation as actors rehearse their lines, the theater a silent witness to their craft. The orchestra, a circular space where the chorus will perform, is swept clean, the scent of earth and anticipation, a quiet stage. The air thick with the scent of expectation as the performance nears the benches, a silent witness to the moment. Ariston points out the judges to Nicias, a group of citizens chosen by lot to award the prize, the scent of papyrus, and responsibility a quiet duty. Their voices a soft discussion of the rules, the air thick with the scent of fairness as they prepare to judge the theater a silent witness to their role. A farmer named Theron, seated beside Ariston, shares a handful of figs, the scent of fruit and earth a quiet generosity, his voice a soft comment on Aeschylus's reputation, the air thick with the scent of camaraderie as they chat, the benches a silent witness to their friendship. A foreign merchant from Miletus, seated higher up, marvels at the crowd's size, the scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast, his voice a soft praise of Athenian culture, the air thick with the scent of admiration as he watches, the theater a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Chylon, distributing wine to the audience, moves through the rows, the scent of grapes and sweat a heavy burden, his voice a soft offer to the spectators, the air thick with the scent of labor as he serves, the benches a silent witness to his effort. A young girl named Chloe, sitting with her father, clutches a small doll, the scent of wood, and excitement a quiet joy, her voice a soft question about the play, the air thick with the scent of innocence as she waits, the theater a silent witness to her wonder. A priest of Dionysus, seated in a place of honor, offers a prayer, the scent of myrrh and faith, a sacred start. His voice a soft invocation for a good performance, the air thick with the scent of devotion. As the crowd quiets the stage, a silent witness to his blessing. Aeschylus, the playwright, watches from behind the skein, the scent of papyrus and nerves a quiet weight, his voice a soft encouragement to his actors, the air thick with the scent of creativity as they don their masks, the theater a silent witness to their preparation. The Oresteia trilogy, Agamemnon, the libation bearers, and Eumenides, will tell the story of the house of Atreus, the scent of tragedy, a quiet promise as it explores vengeance and justice. The air thick with the scent of drama, as the first actors step onto the stage, the orchestra a silent witness to their entrance. The crowd falls silent. The scent of anticipation, a quiet hush as the play begins. The air thick with the scent of history as Athens watches. The Acropolis a silent witness to their attention. Imagine yourself seated in the theater of Dionysus. Would you feel the quiet thrill of the performance, or the gentle weight of a city united in art? The theater fills with Athenians eager for drama, but as the Oresteia begins, the scent of history whispers of deeper truths to come. Hear the solemn chant of the chorus in Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of stone and tension. The voices of actors a haunting melody as Aeschylus's Agamemnon, the first play of the Oresteia trilogy, unfolds on the stage of the theater of Dionysus, their words a soft echo under the midday sun. It's the second day of the city Dionysia, and 14,000 Athenians watch in rapt silence, the scent of drama a quiet weight as the tragedy of the house of Atreus begins. The air thick with the scent of foreboding as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their attention. A potter named Ariston, seated with his nephew Nicias, grips the boy's hand. The scent of clay and awe a quiet bond, his voice a soft whisper explaining the plot. The air thick with the scent of tragedy as they watch. The theater, a silent witness to their focus. Agamemnon tells the story of the king's return to Mycenae after the Trojan War. The scent of victory, a bitter irony as he faces a deadly welcome from his wife Clytemnestra. The air thick with the scent of vengeance as she plots his murder, the stage a silent witness to her rage. The chorus, a group of old men from Mycenae, opens the play. The scent of wool and memory a quiet lament as they recall the war's cost. Their voices a soft chant of the past. The air thick with the scent of sorrow as they set the scene. The orchestra, a silent witness to their song. Clytemnestra, played by an actor in a mask, appears on stage. The scent of purple dye and deceit a quiet menace. Her voice a soft welcome that hides her fury. The air thick with the scent of betrayal as she lures Agamemnon to his doom. The skein a silent witness to her plan. Ariston feels a chill as Clytemnestra speaks. The scent of tension a quiet grip. His voice a soft murmur to Nicias about the dangers of pride. The air thick with the scent of lessons as the play reflects Athenian values. The theater a silent witness to their thoughts. A farmer named Theron, seated beside them, wipes a tear. The scent of earth and emotion a quiet response. His voice a soft comment on the war's toll. The air thick with the scent of empathy as he remembers his own losses. The benches a silent witness to his grief. A foreign merchant from Miletus, watching intently, marvels at the play's depth. The scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast. His voice a soft whisper to his companion. The air thick with the scent of admiration as he sees Athens' art. The theater a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Kylon, standing at the back, watches the play while holding empty amphorae. The scent of grapes and exhaustion a heavy burden. His voice a soft sigh as he feels the tragedy's weight. The air thick with the scent of longing as he dreams of freedom. The bench is a silent witness to his struggle. A young girl named Chloe, seated with her father, clutches her doll tighter. The scent of wood and fear a quiet reaction. Her voice a soft question about Clytemnestra's anger. The air thick with the scent of innocence as her father explains. The theater a silent witness to her curiosity. Priest of Dionysus, seated in the front row, nods in approval. The scent of myrrh and faith, a quiet blessing his voice, a soft prayer for the play's success. The air thick with the scent of devotion as he honors the god, the stage a silent witness to his support. The play reaches its climax as Clytemnestra murders Agamemnon in his bath. The scent of blood, a quiet horror, as the chorus cries out, their voices a soft wail of despair, the air thick with the scent of tragedy as the audience gasps, the orchestra a silent witness to their shock. Aeschylus's words explore the cycle of vengeance, the scent of justice. A quiet question as the play reflects Athens' own legal reforms, the air thick with the scent of reflection. As the Areopagus' role is debated, the theater a silent witness to their thoughts. The performance ends with a sense of unease, the scent of foreboding, a quiet promise as the trilogy will continue. The air thick with the scent of drama as the crowd prepares for the next play. The Acropolis a silent witness to their anticipation. Imagine yourself watching Agamemnon in the theater of Dionysus. Would you feel the quiet horror of Clytemnestra as vengeance, or the gentle reflection on justice in your own life? The first play of the Oresteia grips Athens, but as the tragedy unfolds, the scent of history whispers of deeper lessons to come. Feel the weight of sorrow in Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of stone and grief. The voices of the chorus a mournful chant as Aeschylus's The Libation Bearers. The second play of the Oresteia trilogy unfolds on the stage of the theater of Dionysus, their words a soft lament under the early afternoon sun. It's the second day of the city Dionysia, and the audience of 14,000 Athenians watches as the tragedy deepens. The scent of vengeance a quiet storm as Orestes seeks justice for his father's murder. The air thick with the scent of tension as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their focus. A potter named Ariston, still seated with his nephew Nicias, feels the drama's weight. The scent of clay and emotion a quiet burden. His voice a soft whisper about Orestes' duty. The air thick with the scent of duty as they watch. The theater a silent witness to their attention. The Libation Bearers continues the story of the house of Atreus. The scent of grief a heavy shroud, as Orestes, Agamemnon's son, returns to Mycenae to avenge his father. The air thick with the scent of justice as he plots against Clytemnestra. The stage a silent witness to his resolve. The chorus, now a group of slave women, pours libations at Agamemnon's grave. The scent of wine and myrrh, a sacred offering, their voices a soft prayer for vengeance. The air thick with the scent of mourning as they support Orestes. The orchestra a silent witness to their ritual. Orestes, played by an actor in a mask, appears with his friend Pylades, the scent of dust, and determination a quiet resolve. His voice a soft vow to the gods. The air thick with the scent of duty as he prepares to kill his mother. The skein, a silent witness to his plan. Ariston grips Nicias' hand as Orestes speaks. The scent of tension a quiet grip. His voice a soft explanation of the moral dilemma. The air thick with the scent of ethics as the play challenges Athenian values. The theater a silent witness to their thoughts. A farmer named Theron, still beside them, nods solemnly. The scent of earth and reflection a quiet response. His voice a soft comment on family honor. The air thick with the scent of understanding as he relates to Orestes' struggle. The benches a silent witness to his empathy. A foreign merchant from Miletus, still watching, feels the play's intensity. The scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast. His voice a soft whisper of admiration. The air thick with the scent of respect as he sees Athens' depth. The theater a silent witness to his reaction. A slave named Chylon, now resting at the back, watches the play with a heavy heart. The scent of grapes and longing a quiet weight. His voice a soft sigh as he feels Orestes' burden. The air thick with the scent of empathy as he dreams of justice. The benches a silent witness to his hope. A young girl named Chloe, still clutching her doll, looks away as Orestes confronts Clytemnestra. The scent of wood and fear a quiet reaction. Her voice a soft whimper to her father. The air thick with the scent of innocence as he comforts her. The theater a silent witness to her distress. A priest of Dionysus, still in his honored seat, prays for the play's message to resonate. The scent of myrrh and faith a quiet blessing. His voice a soft invocation for wisdom. The air thick with the scent of devotion as he honors the god. The stage a silent witness to his support. The play reaches its climax as Orestes kills Clytemnestra and her lover Aegisthus. The scent of blood a quiet horror as the chorus sings of justice, their voices a soft cry of triumph and fear. The air thick with the scent of conflict as the audience feels the moral weight. The orchestra a silent witness to their reaction. Aeschylus's drama explores the cycle of vengeance, the scent of justice. A quiet question as Orestes is pursued by the Furies, the air thick with the scent of consequence. As the trilogy sets up its final act, the theater a silent witness to their anticipation. The play ends with Orestes fleeing, the scent of dread a quiet promise as the audience awaits the resolution, the air thick with the scent of drama as they prepare for Eumenides, the Acropolis a silent witness to their focus. Imagine yourself watching the libation bearers in Athens. Would you feel the quiet conflict of Orestes' revenge, or the gentle reflection on justice in your own time? The second play of the Oresteia deepens the tragedy, but as the drama unfolds, the scent of history whispers of a resolution to come. Feel the tension ease in Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of stone, and hope the voices of the chorus a soothing melody as Aeschylus's Eumenides. The final play of the Oresteia trilogy unfolds on the stage of the Theater of Dionysus. Their words a soft resolution under the late afternoon sun. It's the second day of the city Dionysia, and 14,000 Athenians watch as the tragedy of the house of Atreus reaches its conclusion. The scent of justice a quiet dawn as Orestes' fate is decided. The air thick with the scent of resolution as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their focus. A potter named Ariston, still seated with his nephew Nicias, feels a sense of relief. The scent of clay and emotion a quiet release. His voice a soft whisper about the gods' wisdom. The air thick with the scent of reflection as they watch. The theater a silent witness to their thoughts. Eumenides picks up where the libation bearers left off. The scent of dread, a lingering shadow as Orestes, pursued by the Furies for killing his mother Clytemnestra, seeks refuge at the temple of Apollo in Delphi. The air thick with the scent of desperation as he prays for absolution. The stage a silent witness to his plea. The Furies, terrifying spirits of vengeance played by actors in dark masks, hound Orestes. The scent of fear and blood a quiet menace, their voices a soft shriek of retribution. The air thick with the scent of justice as they demand his punishment. The orchestra a silent witness to their wrath. Apollo, played by an actor in a golden mask, defends Orestes. The scent of myrrh, and divinity a quiet authority. His voice a soft command to seek trial in Athens. The air thick with the scent of hope as the scene shifts. The Skene a silent witness to the gods' intervention. Ariston feels a swell of pride as the play moves to Athens. The scent of civic duty, a quiet connection. His voice a soft explanation to Nicias about the Areopagus. The air thick with the scent of democracy as the play mirrors their city's justice system. The theater a silent witness to their pride. A farmer named Theron, seated beside them, nods in agreement. The scent of earth and understanding a quiet response. His voice a soft comment on the importance of law. The air thick with the scent of wisdom as he reflects on his own disputes. The benches a silent witness to his thoughts. A foreign merchant from Miletus, still in the audience, marvels at the play's themes. The scent of olive oil and awe, a quiet contrast. His voice a soft whisper of admiration. The air thick with the scent of respect as he sees Athens' values. The theater a silent witness to his reaction. A slave named Chylon, watching from the back, feels a flicker of hope. The scent of grapes and longing a quiet dream. His voice a soft sigh as he imagines justice for himself. The air thick with the scent of yearning as he watches the trial. The benches a silent witness to his hope. A young girl named Chloe, still with her father, relaxes as the Furies' wrath subsides. The scent of wood and relief a quiet comfort. Her voice a soft question about Athena's role. The air thick with the scent of innocence as her father explains. The theater a silent witness to her curiosity. A priest of Dionysus, in his honored seat, offers a prayer of thanks. The scent of myrrh and faith a quiet blessing. His voice a soft invocation for peace. the air thick with the scent of devotion as he honors the god, the stage a silent witness to his gratitude. The play's climax brings Orestes to trial on the Areopagus Hill. The scent of justice, a quiet balance as Athena, played by an actor in a silver mask, presides over the court. Her voice a soft decree of fairness, the air thick with the scent of wisdom, as she casts the deciding vote to acquit Orestes the orchestra, a silent witness to her judgment. The Furies are transformed into the Eumenides, kindly ones. The scent of reconciliation, a quiet dawn as they accept a new role as protectors of Athens. Their voices a soft chant of harmony, the air thick with the scent of peace as the cycle of vengeance ends. The theater a silent witness to their change. Aeschylus's trilogy concludes with a celebration of Athenian justice. The scent of democracy, a quiet triumph as the audience feels the weight of their city. Progress the air thick with the scent of history, as they applaud the Acropolis a silent witness to their pride. A citizen named Demetrios, a juror who will serve later in the year, reflects on the play's message, the scent of dust and duty, a quiet resolve, his voice a soft comment to his friend. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as he thinks of his role. The bench is a silent witness to his thoughts. A young woman named Lysandra, watching with her brother, feels inspired by Athena's wisdom. The scent of wool and hope a quiet aspiration. Her voice a soft wish to see more fairness. The air thick with the scent of change as she dreams. The theater a silent witness to her vision. A musician named Theron, who played earlier in the procession, watches with pride. The scent of wood and music a quiet joy. His voice a soft hum of the chorus's final song. The air thick with the scent of art as he celebrates. The stage a silent witness to his appreciation. Imagine yourself in the theater of Dionysus as Eumenides concludes. Would you feel the quiet relief of justice restored, or the gentle pride of Athens' democratic ideals? The final play of the Oresteia brings resolution to the tragedy, but as the audience applauds, the scent of history whispers of its lasting impact on the city. Breathe in the cooling air of Athens in 458 BCE, where the scent of stone and pine lingers in the theater of Dionysus. The murmur of 14,000 spectators, a gentle hum, as they rise from their seats after the Oresteia trilogy's conclusion, their voices a soft buzz under the late afternoon sky. It's the second day of the city Dionysia, and Aeschylus's masterpiece has left the audience in awe. The scent of reflection, a quiet weight, as Athenians discuss the plays. The air thick with the scent of thought as the Acropolis looms above, the Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their departure. A potter named Ariston, walking down the stone steps with his nephew Nicias, feels the impact of the drama. The scent of clay and emotion, a quiet resonance. His voice a soft discussion of justice. The air thick with the scent of reflection as they leave. The theater a silent witness to their thoughts. The Oresteia has stirred deep emotions in the audience. The scent of justice a quiet echo, as they ponder the trilogy's themes of vengeance, law, and reconciliation. The air thick with the scent of debate as they share their thoughts. The benches a silent witness to their reactions. Aeschylus's work, performed just 50 years after the establishment of democracy, reflects Athens' evolving legal system. The scent of progress, a quiet pride as the Areopagus's role in murder trials, is reaffirmed. The air thick with the scent of civic duty. As citizens feel their city's strength, the stage a silent witness to their pride. The play also celebrates Athena's wisdom, the scent of divinity. A quiet reverence as Athenians honor their patron goddess, the air thick with the scent of faith. As they leave the theater, the Acropolis a silent witness to their devotion. Ariston stops at the theater's entrance to talk with a friend. The scent of dust and camaraderie, a quiet comfort. His voice a soft praise of Aeschylus's writing. The air thick with the scent of appreciation as they discuss the Furies' transformation. The theater a silent witness to their conversation. A farmer named Theron, walking beside them, shares his thoughts on family honor. The scent of earth and reflection a quiet weight. His voice a soft comment on Orestes' struggle. The air thick with the scent of empathy as he relates to the story. the steps a silent witness to his words. A foreign merchant from Miletus, leaving with his companion, marvels at the play's depth, the scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast, his voice a soft praise of Athenian culture, the air thick with the scent of admiration as he plans to share the story, the theater a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Kylon, clearing empty amphorae from the benches, overhears the discussions, the scent of grapes and longing a quiet dream, his voice a soft sigh as he imagines a just world, the air thick with the scent of hope as he works, the theater a silent witness to his effort. A young girl named Chloe, walking with her father, clutches her doll as they leave the scent of wood, and wonder a quiet joy, her voice a soft question about the Eumenides, the air thick with the scent of innocence as her father explains the steps, a silent witness to her curiosity. A priest of Dionysus, lingering to offer a final prayer, burns myrrh at the altar, the scent of smoke and faith, a quiet, thanks his voice a soft chant of gratitude, the air thick with the scent of devotion as he honors the festival, the stage a silent witness to his ritual. A juror named Demetrios, who watched the play, reflects on his upcoming duties, the scent of dust and responsibility. A quiet resolve his voice, a soft comment to his wife. The air thick with the scent of duty as he thinks of the Areopagus. The theater a silent witness to his thoughts. A young woman named Lysandra, inspired by the play, discusses justice with her brother. The scent of wool and hope a quiet aspiration. Her voice a soft wish for fairness in Athens. The air thick with the scent of change as she dreams. The steps a silent witness to her vision. A musician named Theron, who played in the procession, hums the chorus's final song as he leaves. The scent of wood and music a quiet joy. His voice a soft melody of peace. The air thick with the scent of art as he celebrates. The theater a silent witness to his happiness. The Orestia's impact lingers as the crowd disperses, the scent of drama. A quiet memory as Athenians return to their homes, the air thick with the scent of unity. As they share the experience, the city a silent witness to their connection. Aeschylus will win first prize in the competition. The scent of honor a quiet triumph as his work cements his legacy. The air thick with the scent of history as his plays endure. The theater a silent witness to his success. The festival continues with more plays tomorrow, the scent of celebration. A quiet promise as Athens revels in its culture. The air thick with the scent of joy, as the Dionysia unfolds the Acropolis, a silent witness to their spirit. Imagine yourself leaving the theater of Dionysus after the Oresteia. Would you feel the quiet weight of its lessons on justice, or the gentle pride of Athens' cultural brilliance? The aftermath of the performance leaves Athens reflective, but as the festival continues, the scent of history whispers of a city alive with art and ideas. Picture the warm glow of an oil lamp in Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of olive oil and roasted fish. The gentle clink of pottery, a soothing rhythm as a family gathers for dinner after the city Dionysia's second day. Their voices a soft murmur under the evening sky. It's dusk and the Orestia's performance still lingers in their minds, the scent of drama, a quiet echo as they discuss the plays, the air thick with the scent of reflection as the Acropolis fades into twilight, the Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their meal. A potter named Ariston, now home with his family, breaks bread at a modest table, the scent of clay and barley a quiet comfort, his voice a soft recounting of the trilogy. The air thick with the scent of family as they listen. The home a silent witness to their bond. Ariston's wife, Irene, serves a meal of fish and lentils. The scent of garlic and herbs a warm invitation. Her voice a soft question about the plays. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as she sets the table. The kitchen, a silent witness to her care. Their nephew Nikia, still wide-eyed from the theater, nibbles on a fig. The scent of fruit and excitement. A quiet joy. His voice a soft question about the Furies. The air thick with the scent of wonder. As Ariston explains the table, a silent witness to his curiosity. The Orestia's themes of justice and vengeance spark a lively discussion. The scent of debate. A quiet fire as the family reflects on Athens' laws. The air thick with the scent of thought as they share their views. the home a silent witness to their conversation. Ariston recounts the trial in Eumenides, the scent of justice a quiet lesson, his voice a soft reflection on the Areopagus's role, the air thick with the scent of pride as he speaks of his own duties as a juror, the table a silent witness to his responsibility. Irene, stirring a pot of lentils, shares her thoughts on Clytemnestra's rage, the scent of steam and empathy, a quiet perspective. Her voice a soft comment on family honor, the air thick with the scent of understanding as she relates to the play, the kitchen a silent witness to her insight. Nicias, sipping watered wine, asks about Athena's wisdom, the scent of grapes and innocence a quiet curiosity, his voice a soft wonder at the goddess's fairness, the air thick with the scent of learning as Ariston answers, the home a silent witness to his growth. A neighbor named Demetrios, also a juror, stops by to share a cup of wine, the scent of dust and camaraderie. A quiet visit, his voice, a soft agreement with Ariston's views, the air thick with the scent of friendship. As they discuss the play's impact, the courtyard a silent witness to their bond. Demetrios' wife Lysandra joins them with a basket of olives, the scent of oil and generosity. A quiet offering, her voice a soft hope for more fairness in Athens. The air thick with the scent of aspiration as she reflects on the Eumenides, the table a silent witness to her thoughts. A slave named Kylon, who served at the theater, clears the table. The scent of fish and exhaustion a heavy burden. His voice a soft murmur of the play's hope. The air thick with the scent of longing as he dreams of justice. The kitchen a silent witness to his work. A young girl named Chloe, a friend of Nicias, visits with her father. The scent of bread and joy a quiet arrival. Her voice a soft recounting of the play's scary moments. The air thick with the scent of innocence as she shares her fears. The courtyard a silent witness to her story. Chloe's father, a fisherman named Theron, adds his thoughts on Orestes' duty. The scent of salt and reflection a quiet perspective. His voice a soft comment on honor. The air thick with the scent of wisdom as he speaks. The table a silent witness to his words. A musician named Pylades, who played at the festival, stops by to share a song, the scent of wood and music, a quiet gift. His voice a soft melody of the chorus's chant. The air thick with the scent of art, as he plays the home, a silent witness to his talent. The evening deepens the family's connection to Athens' culture, the scent of unity. A quiet warmth as they discuss the Orestia's lessons, the air thick with the scent of community. As they share their meal, the city a silent witness to their bond. The play's impact on jurors like Ariston and Demetrios strengthens their sense of duty. The scent of responsibility a quiet resolve as they prepare for their roles. The air thick with the scent of justice as they reflect the home a silent witness to their commitment. As the night falls, the scent of history lingers. A quiet lullaby as they prepare for sleep. The air thick with the scent of peace as Athens rests. The Acropolis a silent witness to their evening. Imagine yourself at Ariston's table in Athens. Would you feel the quiet warmth of family discussion or the gentle weight of justice in your own life? The evening after the Oresteia brings Athenians together, but as they reflect, the scent of history whispers of a city shaped by art and law. Step into the vibrant streets of Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of wine and roasted meat. The laughter of citizens a joyous rhythm as the city Dionysia continues into its third day. Their voices a soft melody under the morning sun. It's mid-March, and the festival's energy remains high after the Oresteia's performance. The scent of celebration a quiet hum as Athenians gather for more plays and revelry. The air thick with the scent of festivity as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their joy. A potter named Ariston, walking with his nephew Nicias to the theater, feels the city's spirit, the scent of clay and excitement, a quiet thrill. His voice a soft comment on the day's plays, the air thick with the scent of anticipation as they join the crowd. The streets a silent witness to their journey. The city Dionysia, a 5-day festival, is in full swing, the scent of Dionysus's blessing. A quiet presence as the city honors the god with theater feasts and song, the air thick with the scent of devotion as Athenians celebrate their culture, the agora, a silent witness to their unity. Today, two more tragedians will present their trilogies, The Scent of Competition, a quiet undercurrent, as the audience eagerly awaits the air thick with the scent of drama. As they fill the theater of Dionysus, the bench is a silent witness to their enthusiasm. Comic plays and dithyrambic choruses, poetic performances by 50 men or boys, will follow in the coming days. The scent of variety, a quiet promise, as the festival showcases Athens' artistic range. The air thick with the scent of creativity as the city revels. The theater, a silent witness to their art. Ariston buys a skewer of meat from a vendor in the agora, the scent of charcoal and rosemary a warm temptation. His voice a soft barter as he pays, the air thick with the scent of commerce as the market buzzes. The stalls a silent witness to their exchange. A young boy named Nicias, holding Ariston's hand, points to a group of dancers, the scent of dust. Enjoy a quiet delight. His voice a soft shout of excitement as he watches their performance. The air thick with the scent of innocence as he claps. The streets a silent witness to his happiness. A priestess of Dionysus, leading a small ritual in the agora, offers wine to the god, the scent of grapes and myrrh, a sacred offering. Her voice a soft chant of praise. The air thick with the scent of faith as passers-by bow. The square a silent witness to her devotion. A farmer named Theron, joining Ariston on the walk to the theater, shares a wineskin. The scent of leather and grapes a quiet refreshment. His voice a soft comment on the Orestia's impact. The air thick with the scent of reflection as they discuss justice. The path a silent witness to their conversation. A foreign merchant from Miletus, also heading to the theater, marvels at the festival's scale. The scent of olive oil and awe a quiet contrast. His voice a soft praise of Athens' hospitality. The air thick with the scent of admiration. As he joins the crowd, the streets a silent witness to his respect. A slave named Kylon, carrying supplies for the theater, follows behind. The scent of bread and sweat a heavy burden. His voice a soft murmur of the festival's joy. The air thick with the scent of longing as he works. The path a silent witness to his effort. A young woman named Lysandra, selling flowers near the theater, offers a garland to Ariston. The scent of roses and generosity a quiet gift. Her voice a soft wish for a good performance. The air thick with the scent of kindness as she smiles. The entrance a silent witness to her trade. A musician named Pylades, playing a lyre outside the theater, entertains the crowd, the scent of wood and music. A quiet melody, his voice a soft song of Dionysus. The air thick with the scent of art. As spectators toss him coins, the theater, a silent witness to his talent. A juror named Demetrios, arriving with his wife, reflects on the Oresteia as he enters. The scent of dust and duty a quiet resolve. His voice a soft comment on the Areopagus. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as he takes his seat. The benches a silent witness to his thoughts. The festival's joy binds Athens together. The scent of unity, a quiet strength as citizens celebrate their shared culture. The air thick with the scent of community as they honor Dionysus. The city a silent witness to their spirit. The Orestia's lessons linger in their minds, the scent of justice, a quiet influence as they watch more plays. The air thick with the scent of reflection as they connect art to their lives, the Acropolis, a silent witness to their growth. The Dionysia continues to weave Athens' story. The scent of history a quiet thread as the city shines. The air thick with the scent of celebration as the festival unfolds. The theater a silent witness to their legacy. Imagine yourself walking to the theater on the third day of the Dionysia. Would you feel the quiet joy of Athens' celebration or the gentle influence of the Orestia's lessons? The festival continues to captivate the city. But as more plays unfold, the scent of history whispers of a culture that will endure. Close your eyes and imagine the lasting echoes of Athens in 458 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of papyrus and wisdom, the gentle hum of philosophical debates, a soothing rhythm as the Orestia's legacy shapes the city's culture. Their voices a soft whisper under the starry night sky. It's the final day of the city Dionysia, and Aeschylus's trilogy has left an indelible mark. The scent of justice, a quiet legacy as Athenians reflect on its themes. The air thick with the scent of history, as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their thoughts. A potter named Ariston, sitting in his workshop as the festival ends, shapes a vase inspired by the play. The scent of clay and memory a quiet tribute. His voice a soft hum of the chorus's chant. The air thick with the scent of art as he works. The workshop a silent witness to his craft. The Orestia's impact on Athens is profound. The scent of justice a quiet revolution, as it reinforces the city's legal reforms. The air thick with the scent of progress as the Areopagus's role in murder trials is celebrated. The Acropolis a silent witness to their system. Aeschylus's trilogy, performed just 50 years after Cleisthenes' democratic reforms, reflects Athens' transition from vengeance to law. The scent of democracy a quiet triumph as citizens see their values on stage. The air thick with the scent of pride as they embrace their system. The theater a silent witness to their growth. The play also deepens their reverence for Athena, the scent of divinity. A quiet reverence as her wisdom becomes a symbol of Athenian justice. The air thick with the scent of faith as they honor their goddess the temple, a silent witness to their devotion. Ariston paints a scene of Athena's trial on his vase, the scent of paint and pride, a quiet honor. His voice a soft story to his nephew Nicias, the air thick with the scent of legacy, as he passes down the play's lessons. The workshop a silent witness to his art. A juror named Demetrios, visiting Ariston to buy a pot, shares his thoughts on the Areopagus. The scent of dust and duty a quiet resolve. His voice a soft reflection on his role. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as he feels inspired. The shop a silent witness to his commitment. A young woman named Lysandra, buying a vase for her home, speaks of the Eumenides transformation. The scent of wool and hope a quiet aspiration. Her voice a soft wish for peace in Athens. The air thick with the scent of change as she dreams. The workshop a silent witness to her vision. A slave named Chylon, delivering clay to Ariston, overhears their conversation. The scent of earth and longing a quiet dream. His voice a soft sigh as he imagines a just world. The air thick with the scent of hope as he works. The shop a silent witness to his effort. A young girl named Chloe, visiting with her father, admires Ariston's vase, the scent of bread, and wonder a quiet joy. Her voice a soft question about Athena. The air thick with the scent of innocence as her father explains the workshop, a silent witness to her curiosity. A priestess of Athena passing by on her way to the temple blesses the shop, the scent of myrrh and faith, a quiet gift. Her voice a soft prayer for wisdom. The air thick with the scent of devotion as she honors the goddess the street, a silent witness to her ritual. A philosopher named Anaxagoras, a contemporary of Aeschylus, might have discussed the Oresteia in the Agora, the scent of papyrus, and thought a quiet muse. His voice a soft lecture on justice, the air thick with the scent of wisdom, as he influenced young minds the square, a silent witness to his ideas. A playwright named Sophocles, inspired by Aeschylus, might have begun writing his own tragedies. The scent of ink and ambition, a quiet start. His voice a soft recitation of lines. The air thick with the scent of creativity, as he followed in Aeschylus's footsteps. The home a silent witness to his work. A citizen named Theron, attending a later assembly meeting, might have cited the Oresteia in a debate. The scent of dust, and justice a quiet argument. His voice a soft call for fairness. The air thick with the scent of democracy as he spoke. The Nyx, a silent witness to his words. The Oresteia's legacy endures through the centuries. The scent of history a quiet thread, as its themes of justice and law influence Western thought. The air thick with the scent of eternity, as Aeschylus's words are studied. The library a silent witness to their impact. Athens' cultural brilliance shines through the festival. The scent of art a quiet light as the Dionysia cements the city's reputation. The air thick with the scent of legacy as its plays inspire. The Acropolis a silent witness to their brilliance. The Oresteia becomes a cornerstone of Athenian identity. The scent of justice, a quiet foundation as the city navigates its future. The air thick with the scent of history, as its lessons endure the theater, a silent witness to its impact. Imagine yourself in Ariston's workshop as the Dionysia ends. Would you feel the quiet pride of Athens, cultural legacy, or the gentle influence of the Oresteia's lessons in your own time? The trilogy's impact shapes Athens' soul, but as the festival concludes, the scent of history whispers of a city that will continue to inspire. Step into the bustling streets of Athens in 399 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of olive oil and dust, the hum of the agora, a lively rhythm as citizens go about their day under the early morning sun, their voices a soft murmur of resilience in a city recovering from war. It's late spring, and Athens is a far cry from its golden age. The scent of loss a quiet shadow as the Peloponnesian War's aftermath lingers. The air thick with the scent of change as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their struggle. A juror named Ariston, now older than he was during the Dionysia of 458 BCE, walks through the agora, the scent of clay still on his hands from his pottery workshop. His voice a soft greeting to a friend. The air thick with the scent of community as he heads to the court. The city a silent witness to his journey. Athens in 399 BCE is a city of diminished glory, the scent of decline a heavy weight, as its population has dropped to under 100,000 after the war. Toll the air thick with the scent of hardship, as the once mighty maritime empire struggles to rebuild the Piraeus a silent witness to its faded power. The Peloponnesian War ended in 404 BCE with Athens' surrender to Sparta. The scent of defeat, a bitter memory as the long walls were torn down and democracy briefly replaced by the 30 tyrants. The air thick with the scent of oppression as dissenters were executed the agora, a silent witness to their terror. Democracy was restored in 403 BCE. The scent of hope, a quiet dawn as citizens reclaimed their assembly. The air thick with the scent of resilience as they navigate their new reality. The Acropolis a silent witness to their recovery. Ariston pauses at a stall to buy bread the scent of barley and honey. A warm comfort his voice a soft barter with the baker. The air thick with the scent of commerce as the market stirs the stalls a silent witness to their exchange. A philosopher named Anaxagoras, an old friend of Ariston, passes by. The scent of papyrus and thought a quiet presence, his voice a soft comment on the city's mood. The air thick with the scent of wisdom as they discuss recent events. The agora a silent witness to their conversation. A young boy named Nicias, now a grown man and Ariston's son, joins his father. The scent of leather and youth a quiet energy. His voice a soft question about Socrates' trial. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as they walk. The streets a silent witness to their bond. The city buzzes with tension as Socrates' trial approaches. The scent of controversy, a quiet storm as the philosopher faces charges of impiety and corrupting the youth. The air thick with the scent of fear as Athenians debate his fate. The agora a silent witness to their arguments. Socrates, a 70-year-old man known for his questioning, has long been a gadfly to Athens. The scent of challenge a quiet thorn as he probes the city's values. The air thick with the scent of unease as his enemies seek to silence him. The Acropolis a silent witness to their anger. The trial, set for today, will take place in the Heliaia court near the agora. The scent of justice a quiet wait as 501 jurors, including Ariston, prepare to hear the case. The air thick with the scent of duty as they gather. The court a silent witness to their role. A farmer named Theron, also a juror, meets Ariston on the way. The scent of earth and wool a reminder of his fields. His voice a soft grumble about Socrates' ideas. The air thick with the scent of skepticism as they discuss the charges. The path a silent witness to their debate. A young woman named Lysandra, selling olives in the agora, overhears their talk, the scent of oil and concern. A quiet worry, her voice a soft defense of Socrates' wisdom. The air thick with the scent of support. As she shares her view, the stall a silent witness to her words. A slave named Chylon, carrying water for the court, listens silently. The scent of sweat and longing a heavy burden. His voice a soft murmur of hope for fairness. The air thick with the scent of justice as he works. The agora, a silent witness to his effort. Imagine yourself walking through Athens in 399 BCE. Would you feel the quiet tension of a city after war, or the gentle hope of its democratic recovery? Athens stands at a crossroads as Socrates' trial looms. But as the jurors gather, the scent of history whispers of a moment that will echo through time. Feel the vibrant pulse of the agora in Athens in 399 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of olives and dust, the chatter of citizens a lively rhythm as Socrates engages passers-by with his questions, their voices a soft dialogue under the mid-morning sun. It's the day before his trial, and Socrates, a 70-year-old philosopher with a weathered face, stands near a stall. The scent of wisdom a quiet aura as he probes the city's values, the air thick with the scent of inquiry as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to his presence. A juror named Ariston, passing through the agora on his way to court, pauses to listen. The scent of clay and curiosity a quiet draw. His voice a soft greeting to Socrates. The air thick with the scent of respect as he watches. The agora a silent witness to their exchange. Socrates has been a fixture in Athens for decades. The scent of philosophy a quiet thread as he walks barefoot through the city, asking questions like, "What is justice?" or "What is virtue?" The air thick with the scent of challenge as he seeks truth. The stalls a silent witness to his method, known as the Socratic method. His approach involves questioning assumptions. The scent of doubt a quiet tool as he exposes contradictions in people's beliefs. The air thick with the scent of reflection as he encourages self-examination. The agora, a silent witness to his teachings. His followers, including young men like Plato, gather around him. The scent of papyrus and awe a quiet devotion. Their voices a soft echo of his questions. The air thick with the scent of learning as they listen. The square a silent witness to their growth. Ariston, a juror who will judge Socrates tomorrow, feels torn as he listens. The scent of duty a quiet weight, his voice a soft question about piety. The air thick with the scent of uncertainty as Socrates responds with more questions. The agora a silent witness to their dialogue. A farmer named Theron, also a juror, stops to argue with Socrates. The scent of earth and frustration a quiet clash, his voice a soft accusation of disrespect. The air thick with the scent of tension as Socrates challenges his beliefs. The stalls a silent witness to their debate. A young woman named Lysandra, selling olives nearby, defends Socrates. The scent of oil and admiration a quiet support. Her voice a soft praise of his wisdom. The air thick with the scent of loyalty as she speaks. The agora a silent witness to her words. A slave named Kylon, fetching water for a vendor, listens to Socrates' words. The scent of sweat and hope a quiet dream. His voice a soft murmur of agreement. The air thick with the scent of longing as he imagines a just world. The agora, a silent witness to his thoughts. A young man named Plato, Socrates' student, takes notes on a wax tablet. The scent of wax and ambition a quiet record. His voice a soft question about virtue. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as Socrates answers. The square a silent witness to his learning. A merchant named Demetrios, annoyed by Socrates' questions, walks away. The scent of olives and anger a quiet rejection. His voice a soft grumble about the philosopher's meddling. The air thick with the scent of disdain as he leaves. The stalls a silent witness to his frustration. Socrates' life has been one of humble inquiry. The scent of simplicity, a quiet virtue as he lives in poverty, refusing payment for his teachings. The air thick with the scent of integrity as he values truth over wealth. The agora, a silent witness to his principles. His enemies, including Anytus, Miletus, and Lycon, accuse him of impiety and corrupting the youth. The scent of resentment a quiet storm as they blame him for Athens' troubles. The air thick with the scent of fear as they seek to silence him. The Acropolis a silent witness to their anger. Socrates remains calm. The scent of courage a quiet strength as he continues to question. the air thick with the scent of defiance as he faces his trial. The agora, a silent witness to his resolve. A young boy named Nicias, Ariston's son, listens wide-eyed to Socrates. The scent of leather and wonder a quiet fascination. His voice a soft question about the gods. The air thick with the scent of innocence as Socrates smiles. The agora a silent witness to his curiosity. A priest of Apollo, passing through, frowns at Socrates' words. The scent of myrrh and disapproval a quiet tension. His voice a soft warning about impiety. The air thick with the scent of tradition as he moves on. The square a silent witness to his concern. A woman named Irene, buying bread nearby, nods in agreement with Socrates. The scent of barley and support a quiet affirmation. Her voice a soft comment on truth. The air thick with the scent of reflection as she listens. The stalls a silent witness to her thoughts. Imagine yourself in the agora with Socrates. Would you feel the quiet challenge of his questions, or the gentle pull of his search for truth? Socrates' life of inquiry shapes Athens, but as his trial looms, the scent of history whispers of a reckoning to come. Breathe in the tense air of the Heliaia court in Athens in 399 BCE, where the scent of dust and papyrus fills the open-air space. The murmur of 501 jurors a nervous hum as Socrates' trial begins. Their voices a soft rustle under the late morning sun. It's a warm day in late spring, and the city holds its breath as the philosopher faces charges of impiety and corrupting the youth. The scent of justice a heavy weight as the court convenes near the agora. The air thick with the scent of anticipation as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their gathering. A juror named Ariston, seated among his peers, adjusts his cloak the scent of clay and duty. A quiet burden, his voice a soft whisper to a fellow juror. The air thick with the scent of responsibility. As they prepare to judge the court, a silent witness to their role. The Heliaia, one of Athens' democratic courts, is a simple structure with stone benches and a wooden platform. The scent of wood and sunlight a quiet warmth as the 501 jurors, chosen by lot, take their seats. The air thick with the scent of democracy as they represent the city's voice. The benches a silent witness to their duty. Socrates, a 70-year-old man with a white beard and tattered cloak, stands before them. The scent of simplicity, a quiet contrast. His voice a soft greeting to the court. The air thick with the scent of calm as he faces his accusers. The platform a silent witness to his presence. The three prosecutors, Anytus, Meletus, and Lycon, stand ready, the scent of resentment a quiet storm. Their voices a soft accusation as they present the charges. The air thick with the scent of anger. As they speak, the court a silent witness to their words. Ariston listens intently as Meletus reads the charges. The scent of papyrus and tension a quiet focus. His voice a soft murmur to his neighbor Theron. The air thick with the scent of uncertainty as they weigh the accusations. The benches a silent witness to their thoughts. Meletus claims Socrates does not believe in the gods recognized by the state and introduces new deities. The scent of impiety, a grave charge. His voice a soft condemnation of the philosopher's teachings. The air thick with the scent of tradition as he appeals to the jurors. The platform a silent witness to his speech. Anytus adds that Socrates corrupts the youth, the scent of fear, a quiet motive. His voice a soft claim that the philosopher's ideas led to Athens' moral decline. The air thick with the scent of blame as he points to the war's aftermath. The court a silent witness to his anger. A farmer named Theron, another juror, frowns at the charges. The scent of earth and skepticism a quiet doubt. His voice a soft comment to Ariston about Socrates' loyalty. The air thick with the scent of fairness as he questions the accusations. The benches a silent witness to his concern. A young man named Plato, Socrates' student, watches from the crowd. The scent of wax and anguish a quiet record. His voice a soft whisper to a friend. The air thick with the scent of loyalty as he fears for his teacher. The court a silent witness to his worry. A woman named Lysandra, standing at the back, listens with concern. The scent of olives and support a quiet hope. her voice a soft prayer for fairness, the air thick with the scent of justice as she watches, the crowd a silent witness to her faith. A slave named Kylon, delivering water to the jurors, overhears the charges, the scent of sweat and longing a heavy burden, his voice a soft murmur of hope for Socrates, the air thick with the scent of empathy as he feels the weight of injustice, the court a silent witness to his work. A young boy named Nicias, Ariston's son, watches from the sidelines, the scent of leather and curiosity, a quiet fascination, his voice a soft question to his mother, the air thick with the scent of innocence as he tries to understand, the crowd a silent witness to his wonder. A priest of Apollo, present to observe, nods gravely at the impiety charge, the scent of myrrh and tradition a quiet approval, his voice a soft comment on the god's honor, the air thick with the scent of faith as he supports the prosecution, the court a silent witness to his stance. The trial's opening sets a somber tone, the scent of tension a quiet storm as the jurors prepare to hear Socrates' defense, the air thick with the scent of history, as Athens faces a moral reckoning, the Acropolis a silent witness to their judgment. Socrates remains calm, the scent of courage a quiet strength as he prepares to speak, the air thick with the scent of defiance as he faces his fate, the platform a silent witness to his resolve. The charges against him reflect Athens' deeper anxieties, the scent of fear a quiet undercurrent, as the city grapples with its identity, the air thick with the scent of change as the trial begins, the court a silent witness to its impact. Imagine yourself seated among the jurors in the Heliaia. Would you feel the quiet weight of the charges against Socrates, or the gentle pull of his philosophical challenge? The trial of Socrates begins in Athens, but as the accusations unfold, the scent of history whispers of a defining moment for the city. Hear the steady voice of Socrates in Athens in 399 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of dust and tension, his words a calm melody as he delivers his defense in the Heliaia court. There echoes a soft challenge under the early afternoon sun. It's the first day of his trial, and 501 jurors listen, as the 70-year-old philosopher responds to charges of impiety and corrupting the youth, the scent of reason a quiet light as he speaks without fear, the air thick with the scent of defiance as the Acropolis looms above, the Attic Peninsula a silent witness to his words. A juror named Ariston, seated among his peers, feels a stir of admiration, the scent of clay and thought a quiet respect, his voice a soft whisper to Theron, the air thick with the scent of reflection as they listen, the court a silent witness to their focus. Socrates begins his defense with characteristic humility, the scent of simplicity, a quiet contrast, his voice a soft disclaimer that he is no orator, the air thick with the scent of honesty. As he speaks plainly, the platform a silent witness to his sincerity. He addresses the charge of impiety, the scent of faith a quiet question, his voice a soft explanation that he believes in the gods as the Delphic oracle declared him the wisest man. The air thick with the scent of irony as he argues his questioning honors the god's truth, the court a silent witness to his logic. On corrupting the youth, the scent of innocence a quiet defense, his voice a soft claim that he only seeks to improve them through self-examination, the air thick with the scent of virtue as he challenges the accusation. The bench is a silent witness to his words. Ariston feels a pang of doubt as Socrates speaks, the scent of justice a quiet struggle, his voice a soft comment to Theron about the philosopher's reasoning, the air thick with the scent of fairness as he weighs the defense. The bench is a silent witness to his thoughts. A farmer named Theron, another juror, nods slowly, the scent of earth and reflection a quiet shift, his voice a soft admission of Socrates' logic, the air thick with the scent of understanding as he reconsiders his stance. The court a silent witness to his change. A young man named Plato, watching from the crowd, feels a swell of pride, the scent of wax and loyalty a quiet record, his voice a soft whisper of support, the air thick with the scent of devotion as he takes notes, the crowd a silent witness to his admiration. A slave named Kylon, serving water to the jurors, listens intently, the scent of sweat and hope a heavy burden, his voice a soft murmur of agreement, the air thick with the scent of justice as he feels Socrates' words. The court a silent witness to his effort. A young boy named Nicias, watching with his mother, feels confused, the scent of leather and curiosity, a quiet wonder. His voice a soft question about wisdom, the air thick with the scent of innocence as his mother explains. The crowd a silent witness to his learning. A priest of Apollo, observing the trial, frowns at Socrates' defense, the scent of myrrh and disapproval a quiet tension. His voice a soft comment on tradition, the air thick with the scent of faith as he rejects the argument. The court a silent witness to his stance. Socrates cross-examines Melodus, the scent of logic a quiet weapon. His voice a soft question exposing contradictions in the accuser's claims. The air thick with the scent of irony, as he asks how he alone corrupts the youth while others improve them. The platform a silent witness to his skill. He speaks of his divine mission, the scent of duty a quiet resolve. His voice a soft declaration that he will not stop questioning even if it means death. The air thick with the scent of courage as he defies the court. The bench is a silent witness to his resolve. His defense, later recorded by Plato in the Apology, becomes a cornerstone of philosophy. The scent of wisdom, a quiet legacy, as his words challenge Athens' values. The air thick with the scent of history, as the jurors listen. The Acropolis, a silent witness to their reaction. A woman named Lysandra, watching from the back, feels inspired, the scent of olives and hope. A quiet support her voice, a soft prayer for Socrates' safety. The air thick with the scent of admiration as she listens, the crowd a silent witness to her faith. A merchant named Demetrios, also in the crowd, scoffs at Socrates' defiance, the scent of olives, and anger a quiet rejection. His voice a soft grumble about disrespect, the air thick with the scent of disdain as he turns away. The court a silent witness to his reaction. A young woman named Irene, standing nearby, nods in agreement with Socrates. The scent of barley and reflection a quiet support. Her voice a soft comment on truth. The air thick with the scent of thought as she ponders his words. The crowd a silent witness to her insight. Imagine yourself among the jurors as Socrates defends himself. Would you feel the quiet pull of his reason, or the gentle weight of tradition in your judgment? Socrates' defense challenges Athens, but as the trial continues, the scent of history whispers of a verdict that will shape the future. Feel the heavy silence in the Heliaia court in Athens in 399 BCE, where the air is thick with the scent of dust and tension, the rustle of 501 jurors, a quiet murmur as they prepare to deliberate Socrates' fate. Their voices a soft whisper under the late afternoon sun. It's the first day of the trial, and Socrates has just delivered his defense. The scent of reason a lingering challenge as the jurors face a moral dilemma. The air thick with the scent of conflict as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their decision. A juror named Ariston, seated on a stone bench, feels the weight of his vote. The scent of clay and duty a heavy burden. His voice a soft discussion with Theron. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as they debate. The court a silent witness to their deliberation. Athenian trials allow no formal deliberation. The scent of urgency a quiet pressure, as jurors vote immediately after the speeches by scratching their choice on ostraca, pottery shards, using a secret ballot. The air thick with the scent of democracy as they uphold their system. The benches a silent witness to their process. The charges of impiety and corrupting the youth have divided the jurors. The scent of division a quiet storm as some see Socrates as a threat to tradition, while others admire his pursuit of truth. The air thick with the scent of tension as they prepare to vote. The court a silent witness to their conflict. The penalty, if guilty, could be death. The scent of gravity, a heavy weight as the jurors consider the consequences. The air thick with the scent of justice as they make their choice. The platform, a silent witness to their verdict. Ariston hesitates as he scratches his vote. The scent of doubt, a quiet struggle. His voice a soft comment to Theron about Socrates' courage. The air thick with the scent of fairness as he wrestles with his decision. The bench is a silent witness to his thoughts. A farmer named Theron, another juror, votes with a frown. The scent of earth and tradition a quiet conviction, his voice a soft grumble about the god's honor, the air thick with the scent of piety as he finds Socrates guilty, the court a silent witness to his choice. A younger juror named Demetrios, inspired by Socrates' words, votes to acquit, the scent of dust and hope a quiet defiance, his voice a soft whisper of support, the air thick with the scent of change as he challenges tradition, the benches a silent witness to his vote. A slave named Kylon, clearing the court after the speeches, watches the jurors vote, the scent of sweat and longing a heavy burden, his voice a soft murmur of hope for Socrates, the air thick with the scent of justice as he prays for fairness, the court a silent witness to his work. A young man named Plato, standing in the crowd, feels a knot of fear, the scent of wax, and anguish a quiet record, his voice a soft plea to the gods, the air thick with the scent of loyalty as he fears the outcome, the crowd a silent witness to his worry. A woman named Lysandra, also watching, clutches her basket of olives, the scent of oil and concern, a quiet hope. Her voice a soft prayer for Socrates' safety, the air thick with the scent of support, as she waits the court a silent witness to her faith. A priest of Apollo, observing the deliberation, nods in approval of the guilty votes, the scent of myrrh and tradition a quiet satisfaction, his voice a soft comment on the god's defense, the air thick with the scent of faith as he supports the prosecution, the court a silent witness to his stance. A young boy named Nicias, watching with his mother, feels confused by the tension, the scent of leather and curiosity a quiet wonder, his voice a soft question about the vote, the air thick with the scent of innocence as his mother explains, the crowd a silent witness to his learning. A woman named Irene, standing nearby, feels torn, the scent of barley and reflection a quiet conflict, her voice a soft comment on Socrates' wisdom, the air thick with the scent of thought as she ponders the verdict, the crowd a silent witness to her doubt. The votes are tallied, the scent of suspense a quiet hush as the court official counts the ostraka, the air thick with the scent of history as Athens decides Socrates' fate, the platform a silent witness to the outcome. Socrates is found guilty by a narrow margin, 280 to 221. The scent of judgment a heavy toll as the jurors move to decide his penalty. The air thick with the scent of consequence as the trial continues. The Acropolis a silent witness to their decision. The city stands divided, the scent of conflict, a quiet scar as Socrates' fate reflects Athens' deeper struggles. The air thick with the scent of change as the trial marks a turning point. The court, a silent witness to its impact. Imagine yourself among the jurors deliberating Socrates' fate. Would you feel the quiet weight of tradition in your vote, or the gentle pull of Socrates' call for truth? The jurors' deliberation divides Athens, but as the verdict is announced, the scent of history whispers of a legacy that will endure. Feel the heavy air of the Heliaia court in Athens in 399 BCE, where the scent of dust and papyrus lingers. The murmur of 5-on-1 jurors a somber hum as they prepare to sentence Socrates after his guilty verdict. Their voices a soft rustle under the late afternoon sun. It's the first day of the trial, and the philosopher has been found guilty of impiety and corrupting the youth by a vote of 280 to 221. The scent of judgment a heavy toll as the court now decides his fate. The air thick with the scent of tension as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to their decision. A juror named Ariston, seated on a stone bench, feels the weight of the moment. The scent of clay and regret, a quiet burden. His voice a soft whisper to Theron. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as they listen. The court a silent witness to their deliberation. In Athenian trials after a guilty verdict, both the prosecution and the defendant propose a penalty. The scent of justice a quiet balance as the jurors vote between the two options. The air thick with the scent of democracy as they uphold their system. The benches a silent witness to their process. The prosecutors, Anytus, Miletus, and Lycon, demand the death penalty, the scent of vengeance a harsh demand, their voices a soft call for execution by hemlock. The air thick with the scent of anger as they argue Socrates' ideas threaten Athens, the platform, a silent witness to their plea. Socrates, standing before the court in his tattered cloak, responds with defiance, the scent of courage. A quiet light, his voice a soft proposal of a fine or even free meals in the Prytaneum, a reward for benefactors, arguing his service to Athens, the air thick with the scent of irony, as he refuses to beg for mercy. The court a silent witness to his resolve. Ariston feels a pang of admiration for Socrates' bravery, the scent of honor, a quiet respect his voice, a soft comment to Theron about the philosopher's defiance, the air thick with the scent of conflict, as he weighs the penalties, the benches, a silent witness to his thoughts. A farmer named Theron, another juror, shakes his head. The scent of earth and tradition, a quiet conviction. His voice a soft grumble about Socrates' arrogance. The air thick with the scent of frustration as he leans toward the death penalty. The court a silent witness to his stance. A younger juror named Demetrios, moved by Socrates' words, hesitates, the scent of dust and hope. A quiet struggle his voice, a soft plea for leniency. The air thick with the scent of mercy, as he votes for the fine, the benches, a silent witness to his choice. A slave named Chylon, clearing water vessels from the court, watches with a heavy heart, the scent of sweat and sorrow a quiet burden, his voice a soft murmur of despair, the air thick with the scent of injustice as he fears for Socrates, the court a silent witness to his work. A young man named Plato, standing in the crowd, feels a wave of anguish, the scent of wax and loyalty. A quiet record, his voice a soft whisper of protest, the air thick with the scent of devotion as he watches his teacher's fate unfold, the crowd a silent witness to his pain. A woman named Lysandra, also in the crowd, clutches her basket of olives, the scent of oil and grief, a quiet hope. Her voice a soft prayer for mercy, the air thick with the scent of support, as she waits the court a silent witness to her faith. The jurors vote again, the scent of suspense a quiet hush as they scratch their choice on ostraca. The air thick with the scent of history as they decide between death and a fine. The platform a silent witness to the outcome. The death penalty is chosen by a wider margin, 360 to 141. The scent of finality, a heavy toll as Socrates is sentenced to die by drinking hemlock. The air thick with the scent of tragedy as the court falls silent, the Acropolis a silent witness to their verdict. Socrates remains calm, the scent of acceptance a quiet strength, his voice a soft statement that he will obey the law. The air thick with the scent of dignity as he faces his fate, the court a silent witness to his composure. A young boy named Nicias, watching with his mother, feels confused, the scent of leather and innocence, a quiet wonder, his voice a soft question about death. The air thick with the scent of curiosity. As his mother comforts him, the crowd a silent witness to his learning. A priest of Apollo, observing the sentencing, nods in approval. The scent of myrrh and tradition a quiet satisfaction. His voice a soft comment on the god's honor. The air thick with the scent of faith as he supports the verdict. The court a silent witness to his stance. A woman named Irene, standing nearby, weeps quietly. The scent of barley and sorrow a quiet grief. Her voice a soft lament for Socrates' wisdom. The air thick with the scent of loss as she mourns. The crowd a silent witness to her tears. Imagine yourself in the Heliaia court as Socrates is sentenced. Would you feel the quiet weight of his death penalty, or the gentle admiration for his defiant stand? The sentencing of Socrates marks a tragic moment for Athens, but as the verdict is sealed, the scent of history whispers of a legacy that will endure. Breathe in the somber air of the Athenian prison in 399 BCE, where the scent of damp stone and straw fills the small cell. The gentle clink of chains a mournful rhythm as Socrates spends his final days awaiting execution. His voice a soft murmur of philosophy under the dim light of a torch. It's early summer, a month after his trial, and the philosopher, now 70 years old, faces his death with calm resolve. The scent of courage a quiet light as he converses with his followers. The air thick with the scent of farewell as the Acropolis looms in the distance. The Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to his final moments. A juror named Ariston, visiting the prison out of guilt, stands outside the cell, the scent of clay and regret a heavy burden, his voice a soft apology to Socrates, the air thick with the scent of remorse as he listens, the prison a silent witness to his visit. Socrates has been held in the state prison near the Agora, the scent of confinement a quiet contrast to his life of free inquiry. The air thick with the scent of patience as he waits for the sacred ship to return from Delos, signaling the end of a religious festival and the start of executions. The cell a silent witness to his wait. His followers, including Plato and Crito, visit daily. The scent of papyrus and loyalty a quiet devotion. Their voices a soft dialogue as they discuss the soul's immortality. The air thick with the scent of wisdom as Socrates comforts them. The prison a silent witness to their bond. Crito offers to help Socrates escape the scent of desperation. A quiet plea, his voice a soft plan to bribe the guards. The air thick with the scent of hope as he urges his friend to flee the cell, a silent witness to his offer. Ariston, standing at the cell's entrance, feels a wave of shame. The scent of dust and sorrow a quiet weight. His voice a soft confession of his guilty vote. The air thick with the scent of guilt as Socrates responds with kindness. The prison a silent witness to their exchange. Socrates refuses Crito's escape plan, the scent of principle, a quiet resolve, his voice, a soft explanation that he must obey the law, even an unjust one. The air thick with the scent of integrity as he accepts his fate. The cell a silent witness to his choice. A young man named Plato, sitting by Socrates' side, takes notes on a wax tablet, the scent of wax and anguish a quiet record. His voice a soft question about the afterlife. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as Socrates answers. The prison a silent witness to his learning. A prison guard named Theron, who once served as a juror, watches over Socrates. The scent of iron and regret a quiet duty. His voice a soft comment on the philosopher's calm. The air thick with the scent of respect as he admires his prisoner. The cell a silent witness to his thoughts. A slave named Chylon, bringing water to the prison, listens to Socrates' words, the scent of sweat, and hope a quiet dream. His voice a soft murmur of admiration. The air thick with the scent of longing as he feels the philosopher's impact. The prison, a silent witness to his work. A young woman named Lysandra, visiting with Plato, brings a small offering of figs, the scent of fruit and support a quiet kindness. Her voice a soft thanks for Socrates' wisdom, the air thick with the scent of gratitude as she weeps, the cell a silent witness to her farewell. Socrates spends his final days philosophizing, the scent of wisdom a quiet legacy, as he discusses the soul's journey after death, the air thick with the scent of peace as he prepares his friends for his departure. The prison a silent witness to his teachings. His wife Xanthippe visits with their children, the scent of wool and tears a quiet grief. Her voice a soft lament as she pleads with him to escape, the air thick with the scent of love as Socrates comforts her. The cell a silent witness to their parting. A young boy named Nicias, Ariston's son, accompanies his father to the prison, the scent of leather and innocence a quiet wonder. His voice a soft question about death. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as Socrates smiles. The prison a silent witness to his innocence. The ship returns from Delos. The scent of finality a quiet signal as the festival ends and executions can proceed. The air thick with the scent of inevitability as Socrates' last day arrives. The Acropolis a silent witness to his fate. Socrates remains steadfast. The scent of courage a quiet light as he prepares for death. The air thick with the scent of dignity as he bids farewell to his friends. The prison a silent witness to his resolve. His final days leave a lasting impression on those who knew him. The scent of philosophy, a quiet legacy as his words echo through time. The air thick with the scent of history. As Athens prepares to lose its gadfly, the cell a silent witness to his farewell. Imagine yourself outside Socrates' cell in his final days. Would you feel the quiet weight of his impending death, or the gentle strength of his philosophical resolve? Socrates' final days in prison mark the end of an era, but as he prepares for execution, the scent of history whispers of a legacy that will endure. Close your eyes and imagine the dim light of a prison cell in Athens in 399 BCE, where the scent of damp stone and hemlock fills the air, the soft rustle of chains, a mournful rhythm as Socrates prepares to drink the poison that will end his life. His voice a soft murmur of calm under the flickering torchlight. It's early summer, the day after the sacred ship returned from Delos, and the 70-year-old philosopher faces his execution with unwavering serenity, the scent of courage a quiet light as his friends gather around him, the air thick with the scent of farewell as the Acropolis looms in the distance, the Attic Peninsula, a silent witness to his final moments. A juror named Ariston, standing outside the cell with a heavy heart, watches through the bars, the scent of clay and guilt a quiet burden, his voice a soft sob of regret, the air thick with the scent of sorrow as he witnesses the end. The prison a silent witness to his grief. The execution takes place in the state prison near the Agora, the scent of finality a heavy shroud, as the jailer prepares a cup of hemlock, a deadly poison made from the plant Conium maculatum. The air thick with the scent of death as he hands it to Socrates, the cell a silent witness to the ritual. Socrates' friends, including Plato, Crito, and Apollodorus, surround him. The scent of papyrus and tears a quiet devotion, their voices a soft lament as they beg him to delay. The air thick with the scent of love as they try to prolong his life. The prison a silent witness to their grief. Socrates, dressed in his simple cloak, takes the cup with steady hands, the scent of hemlock a bitter tang. His voice a soft thanks to the jailer, the air thick with the scent of dignity as he prepares to drink the cell a silent witness to his composure. Ariston, overcome with guilt for his vote, wipes his eyes, the scent of dust and shame a quiet weight, his voice a soft whisper of apology to Plato, the air thick with the scent of remorse as he watches Socrates' final act, the prison a silent witness to his regret. Plato, standing by Socrates' side, holds back tears, the scent of wax and anguish a quiet record, his voice a soft plea for one more word, the air thick with the scent of loyalty as he clings to his teacher, the cell a silent witness to his pain. Crito, Socrates' oldest friend, grips his hand, the scent of wool and sorrow a quiet farewell, his voice a soft sob as he urges Socrates to escape even now, the air thick with the scent of desperation as he mourns, the prison a silent witness to his grief. Socrates drinks the hemlock in one steady gulp, the scent of poison a bitter end, his voice a soft prayer to Asclepius for a good death. The air thick with the scent of acceptance as he feels the cold spread through his body, the cell a silent witness to his passing. He walks around the cell as the poison takes effect, the scent of stone and calm a quiet defiance, his voice a soft instruction to Crito to settle his debts. The air thick with the scent of responsibility as he ensures his affairs are in order, the prison a silent witness to his care. The numbness creeps up his legs, the scent of death, a quiet tide his voice, a soft comment on the soul's release. The air thick with the scent of philosophy as he comforts his friends, the cell, a silent witness to his wisdom. A slave named Chylon, bringing water to the prison, watches from the corridor, the scent of sweat and sorrow a heavy burden, his voice a soft murmur of admiration, the air thick with the scent of loss as he feels Socrates' impact, the prison a silent witness to his work. A young woman named Lysandra, waiting outside with other supporters, weeps quietly, the scent of olives and grief a quiet tribute, her voice a soft prayer for Socrates' soul, the air thick with the scent of love, as she mourns the courtyard a silent witness to her tears. A young boy named Nicias, accompanying his father Ariston, peers through the bars, the scent of leather and innocence a quiet wonder, his voice a soft question about death. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as Ariston comforts him, the prison a silent witness to his innocence. Socrates lies down as the poison reaches his heart, the scent of hemlock, a final breath, his voice a soft farewell to his friends. The air thick with the scent of peace as he closes his eyes, the cell a silent witness to his death. His friends weep openly, the scent of tears a quiet storm, as they cover his body with a cloth. The air thick with the scent of loss, As Athens loses its greatest philosopher, the prison a silent witness to their mourning. Socrates' execution, later recorded by Plato in the Phaedo, becomes a symbol of philosophical courage, the scent of history, a quiet legacy as his death marks a turning point. The Acropolis, a silent witness to his passing. Imagine yourself outside Socrates' cell as he drinks the hemlock. Would you feel the quiet tragedy of his execution, or the gentle strength of his serene farewell? Socrates' last moments leave Athens in mourning, but as he passes, the scent of history whispers of a legacy that will echo through the ages. Breathe in the heavy air of Athens in 399 BCE, where the scent of dust and myrrh fills the agora, the murmur of citizens a somber rhythm as they mourn Socrates' execution, their voices a soft lament under the early evening sky. It's the day after his death, and the city grapples with the loss of its most provocative philosopher. The scent of grief a quiet shroud as Athenians reflect on his life and trial, the air thick with the scent of regret as the Acropolis looms above, the Attic Peninsula a silent witness to their sorrow. A juror named Ariston, walking through the agora with a heavy heart, feels the weight of his vote, the scent of clay and guilt a quiet burden, his voice a soft confession to a friend, the air thick with the scent of remorse as he speaks, the agora a silent witness to his reflection. Socrates' death sends ripples through Athens, the scent of loss a deep scar, as citizens debate the justice of his trial, the air thick with the scent of division, as some mourn him as a martyr, while others see his execution as necessary. The stalls a silent witness to their arguments. Plato and Socrates' other followers gather to honor him, the scent of papyrus and sorrow. A quiet tribute, their voices a soft discussion of his teachings, the air thick with the scent of legacy, as they vow to preserve his ideas, the agora, a silent witness to their resolve. Public opinion begins to shift, the scent of regret, a quiet tide as many who supported the verdict now question their choice. The air thick with the scent of reflection as Athens confronts its actions, the Acropolis a silent witness to their change. Ariston stops at a stall to buy wine for a memorial offering, the scent of grapes and sorrow a quiet gesture, his voice a soft apology to the vendor, the air thick with the scent of guilt as he shares his role in the trial, the agora a silent witness to his confession. A farmer named Theron, another juror, joins him, the scent of earth and regret a shared burden, his voice a soft admission of doubt, the air thick with the scent of remorse as he wonders if they were wrong. The stalls a silent witness to their conversation. A young man named Plato, leading a small group of mourners, speaks of Socrates' courage, the scent of wax, and determination a quiet vow, his voice a soft promise to write down his teacher's words, the air thick with the scent of legacy as he plans, the agora, a silent witness to his resolve. A slave named Chylon, selling bread in the agora, overhears their talk, the scent of yeast and sorrow a quiet weight, his voice a soft lament for Socrates' kindness, the air thick with the scent of loss as he remembers the philosopher's words, the stalls a silent witness to his grief. A young woman named Lysandra, selling olives nearby, weeps as she works, the scent of oil and tears a quiet tribute, her voice a soft prayer for Socrates' soul, the air thick with the scent of love as she mourns, the agora a silent witness to her sorrow. A young boy named Nicias, walking with his father Ariston, asks about Socrates' death, the scent of leather and innocence a quiet wonder, his voice a soft question about justice, the air thick with the scent of curiosity as Ariston answers, the agora, a silent witness to his learning. A priestess of Athena performing a ritual near the Acropolis offers a prayer for the city's wisdom, the scent of myrrh and faith, a quiet plea her voice, a soft chant for healing the air thick with the scent of hope, as she seeks to mend Athens' spirit, the temple a silent witness to her effort. A merchant named Demetrios, who once scorned Socrates, now feels uneasy, the scent of olives and doubt, a quiet shift, his voice a soft comment on the city's loss, the air thick with the scent of reflection as he reconsiders his stance, the agora, a silent witness to his change. A young woman named Irene, buying bread for her family, speaks of Socrates' wisdom. The scent of barley and admiration a quiet memory. Her voice a soft wish for his ideas to live on. The air thick with the scent of hope as she reflects. The stalls a silent witness to her thoughts. The aftermath of Socrates' execution reveals a city divided, the scent of conflict. A quiet scar, as Athens mourns its philosopher while grappling with its identity. The air thick with the scent of change as his death sparks philosophical growth. The Acropolis, a silent witness to their evolution. Socrates' enemies like Anytus face backlash, the scent of shame. A quiet consequence as public sentiment turns against them. The air thick with the scent of justice as they fade into obscurity. The Agora, a silent witness to their fall. Athens begins to heal. The scent of reflection, a quiet dawn, as Socrates' ideas take root. The air thick with the scent of history, as his legacy begins to grow. The city, a silent witness to his impact. Imagine yourself in the Agora the day after Socrates' execution. Would you feel the quiet grief of his loss, or the gentle stirrings of his enduring ideas? Athens mourns Socrates, but as the city reflects, the scent of history whispers of a legacy that will shape the future. Step into the reflective streets of Athens in the years after 399 BCE, where the scent of papyrus and wisdom fills the air. The gentle hum of philosophical debates, a soothing rhythm as Socrates' legacy shapes the city as future. Their voices a soft echo under the starry night sky. It's a decade since Socrates' execution, and his ideas continue to inspire. The scent of philosophy a quiet light, as Athens evolves into a center of thought, the air thick with the scent of legacy, as the Acropolis looms above. The Attic Peninsula a silent witness to his enduring influence. A potter named Ariston, now an old man, sits in his workshop. The scent of clay and memory a quiet tribute. His voice a soft story to his grandson about Socrates. The air thick with the scent of history as he reflects. The workshop a silent witness to his tale. Socrates' legacy transforms Athens, the scent of inquiry. A quiet revolution, as his Socratic method, questioning to uncover truth, becomes a cornerstone of philosophy. The air thick with the scent of wisdom, as his students carry his teachings forward. The Agora, a silent witness to their work. Plato, Socrates' most famous pupil, founds the academy around 387 BCE. The scent of papyrus and ambition a quiet beginning. His voice a soft lecture on the forms. The air thick with the scent of innovation as he builds on Socrates' ideas. The grove a silent witness to his school. Aristotle, a student of Plato, later studies at the academy. The scent of ink and curiosity a quiet legacy. His voice a soft question about ethics. The air thick with the scent of learning as Socrates' influence ripples through generations. The Acropolis a silent witness to their growth. Ariston paints a scene of Socrates on a vase. The scent of paint and pride a quiet honor. His voice a soft recounting of the trial to his grandson. The air thick with the scent of memory as he shares the philosopher's courage. The workshop a silent witness to his art. A philosopher named Plato, visiting Ariston to buy a vase, speaks of Socrates' impact, the scent of wax, and gratitude a quiet tribute. His voice a soft reflection on the apology. The air thick with the scent of legacy as he honors his teacher. The shop a silent witness to his words. A young woman named Lysandra, now a teacher of children, tells her students about Socrates. The scent of olives and hope a quiet lesson. Her voice a soft explanation of questioning. The air thick with the scent of education as she passes on his method. The classroom a silent witness to her teaching. A slave named Chilon, now freed and working as a scribe, writes down Plato's dialogues. The scent of ink and freedom a quiet joy. His voice a soft recitation of Socrates' words. The air thick with the scent of preservation as he helps immortalize the philosopher. The scriptorium a silent witness to his effort. A young man named Nicias, Ariston's grandson, listens to the stories. The scent of leather and wonder a quiet fascination. His voice a soft question about truth. The air thick with the scent of curiosity as Ariston answers. the workshop a silent witness to his learning. A priestess of Athena performing a ritual on the Acropolis, prays for wisdom, the scent of myrrh and faith, a quiet plea. Her voice a soft chant inspired by Socrates' pursuit of truth, the air thick with the scent of reverence as she honors his legacy, the temple a silent witness to her prayer. Socrates' execution becomes a symbol of philosophical martyrdom, the scent of courage, a quiet inspiration as his death galvanizes thinkers to challenge authority. The air thick with the scent of defiance as his ideas spread beyond Athens, the world, a silent witness to his impact. His influence reaches Rome and beyond. The scent of philosophy, a quiet thread as his method shapes Western thought. The air thick with the scent of eternity as his dialogues are studied for centuries. The library, a silent witness to his enduring light. Athens, though it never fully recovers its political power, becomes a cultural beacon. The scent of brilliance, a quiet legacy, as Socrates' ideas define its identity. The Acropolis, a silent witness to its transformation. A merchant named Demetrios, who once scorned Socrates, now teaches his children about the philosopher. The scent of olives and reflection, a quiet change. His voice a soft lesson on virtue, the air thick with the scent of growth as he honors Socrates' memory. The home a silent witness to his words. A young woman named Irene, now an old widow, visits Socrates' unmarked grave. The scent of barley and gratitude, a quiet tribute. Her voice a soft thanks for his wisdom. The air thick with the scent of memory as she remembers his teachings. The cemetery, a silent witness to her visit. A teacher named Theron, inspired by Socrates, questions his students in the agora. The scent of dust and inquiry, a quiet legacy. His voice a soft challenge to their beliefs. The air thick with the scent of philosophy as he continues the tradition. The square a silent witness to his work. Imagine yourself in Athens a decade after Socrates' death. Would you feel the quiet pride of his philosophical legacy, or the gentle weight of the city's regret for his loss? Socrates' legacy endures as a light for future generations, and as Athens reflects, the scent of history whispers a final good night, guiding you into a restful sleep.